Hey guys, this is Dexter. I'm gonna give you a zombie deck beelze engine for the 2014 deck profile. Let's get started into the monsters. First guy I run is Dark Arm Dragon. He's really good because most of your guys are dark, except for if you shoot that are earth. He's a pretty good card if you can't destroy anything by battle. Plus it blows up the back row. Main reason why I run him. The second guy is the 3 Destiny Hero Malicious. Really good cards, especially with the synchroing, and you will be doing a lot in this deck, so he is needed at 3. I wouldn't run him at any less. Is Endless. This guy is really good. I don't know why he's not more popular. He does have a slight bug with the effect, but mainly it's when he's normal summoned or special summoned. The attack is half the opponent's life points. So Pyramid Turtle, special summon, he's 4,000 right out the gate. Downfalls is if he's negated, even at a short period of time, he's permanently at 0, no matter what. It's the only downfall. But still, he is a really good card, nevertheless. The next card would be 3 Goblin Zombies. These are your searchers. They're really good to get Plague Spreader, Zombie Master, pretty much anything needed at the given time, Kasha, but we'll get to those. Here's Kasha. Kasha's really good with cards that can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, because he sends them to the deck, he doesn't destroy them. And all you need is 2 zombies, and more often than not that's possible. So he's a really good card for guys who think they're unstoppable. Next 3 is 3 Mizukis. These guys are really good. They need to be run at 3 for special summoning, and just a really good card, especially for zombies. Next is actually 2 Plague. I used to run him at 3, but he's really not needed at 3. You recycle him enough to where he's only needed at 2. That's up to you, but I put him at 2. Next is 2 Pyramid Turtle. These are really good defenders. Special summon Plague or Endless, but they're not really needed at 3, but I really wouldn't put them at 1 either, so I kind of put them at 2, and they're doing pretty good at 2. I like 2. Next would be Spirit Reaper. You can add Marshmallow on if you really want to, but I like to keep this a zombie deck, so the more zombies the better. Marshmallow would be better, only because you can target Marshmallow without any backfire. This one is destroyed, but he's just a really good defender. If you ever need to wait, if you're waiting for a card or something. So I run him just for defense. That's about it. And then the last monster would be just 1 Zombie Master. I used to run him at 2, maybe even 3, but he just clogged way too much. You really don't want him at the start of your hand. You want to wait until you want to push and you want to start synchroing. So I would put him at 1. So that's it for the monsters. That's 18, I believe. Let's go to the spells. Start out 3 Book of Lives. These cards are really good. They're probably better than Monster Reborn, I think, and that's banned. But yeah, so 3 books. Another one is 1 Book of Moon, because I play with a lot of guys who are like the XYZ or Tribute, for face up, dragon type, or whatever. So Book of Moon's really good because you can't XYZ because you Book of Moon, they go face down. So it's really good counter for that. Next card is Burial from a Different Dimension. This is really good, especially when you're banishing, especially with Dark Arms effect. You can banish 3, play this, get 3, and then banish 3 more. So this is a really good card, and it's pretty much almost needed in this deck. This is optional. I put it in here because I always ran into a problem. And, you know, I really don't use this card that much. I'm thinking about taking it out, but it's really up to you. It just, you know, I'll put out, you know, like Plague Spreader, or not Plague Spreader, maybe like Pyramid Total. Creature swap them with one of their cards that probably even better. Again, it's really up to you if you want to add that card. Dark Hole. It's a really nice card. Almost needed in almost every deck, I think. Again, really good card. This is DDR. This is, I'd say a pretty good card, especially when people want to banish your beelze, because that's pretty much the only way to kill them. It's by a dimensional prism. So it's really good. Target, you know, special summoned, and then you can't even be destroyed by battle, so this card's pretty much useless after that. Fissure, pretty nice when you don't target. It's nice. I'm thinking about substituting them for something, not sure what yet, but yeah, so again, still a good card, I guess. When Foolish, you need to be able to send to grave almost immediately, I think. So, as soon as you get this card, the better. Really good card, especially for the zombie deck. And then I have Forbidden Dress and Forbidden Lance. These cards are really good for, you know, targeting beelze, because always people like to target them or try to affect him with card effects. So Lance stops that, and then you can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects with Dress. So these two are kind of defenders for beelze. They're really nice. Lightning Vortex is really good. 1, because it sends something to your grave, so that's almost always good for you. And then destroy a lot of monsters face up, so that's pretty good too. MST to pop the back row. Usually I use Dark Arm for that, but sometimes I can't get them fast enough, so MST is really good for that. I played 2 Zombie Worlds. This is really good for any type of deck that you need for tribute summoning or monster types like dragons, or I've seen them used pretty well against frogs, because you need to tribute a lot for frogs, and they can't really get past the zombie world because you can't tribute summon. So that's it for the spells, the traps. You have 1 Dark Bribe, really good card, especially for anything that destroys your beelze. I run 2 Dimensional Prism, only because they're against really good defenders, and monsters that can't be destroyed by card effects can use this. I play a Magical Cylinder and a Mirror Force. Both really good cards. They need just really good defenders for the deck. And then I play 1 Barbecue. I'm trying to substitute to get another Mirror Force, but at the moment, Waboku is the best I have. So once I get another Mirror Force, I'll substitute for Waboku. So that's it for the deck. That's 40 cards. And the deck, we're going to go straight to the extra deck. I run a Mighty Warrior and a Revived King Hades for the level 6 synchros. Once I get another one of him, I'll substitute him for him. But at the moment, he's the only level 6 synchro I have, so that's what I use. But I really don't use him for attacking. I just go, it's just a level 6 so I can synchro for beelze. So you have Goblin, then Plague synchro for him, use Plague effects, special summon from grave, synchro him, and Plague Spreader, and then you get your beelze. That's pretty much the only reason why I use level 6 synchros. Then I run 1 Stardust. Sometimes I'm able to get 3 beelze if possible, and I only have 2. So Stardust is really good for anything that would blow up anything on the field, so it's a really good card. And then I obviously run 2 beelze. I thought about putting in a 3rd one, but he's not really needed at 3, because I have that Stardust. But I'm thinking about getting a scrap. If I can get a scrap, I would definitely add it to my deck. Because you can, target beelze, target a card on the field. Beelze obviously doesn't die, that card does. So it's a really good combo. I really need scrap. Once I get scrap, I'll definitely add it to the deck. So that's pretty much it for the synchros. XYZs, I have Knight, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Papilloperative, yeah. He's a really good card. You can detach and then gains 300 attack for each XYZ material on the field. So if you detach him right out the gate, if he's on the XYZ material on the field, you get 600 attack because he has 2. So he's at 3,200, sorry. So right out the gate, so that's a really good defender, especially when you have nothing left in your hand. I run One-Eyed Skill Gainer because it's pretty much you can detach to copy an XYZ your opponent controls. So I've had people try to number 101 on beelze. So I use this, copy his 101, detach both, get his 101. That's a really good card. And I really like this card. It comes in handy a lot more than you think, actually. And then my last XYZ is Utopia. He's a really good defender. If I can find more of them, I'll definitely run them. But, yeah. So that was it for my deck profile for Zombie beelze engine. Leave your comments in the, I don't know, comments. If you have any tips or suggestions I should make to the deck, because I'm sure there are some, because I'm relatively new. But I've been running zombies for probably close to a year now, and they're doing pretty good, especially in my community. But again, tips, comments, leave them below, and obviously subscribe. Thanks, guys.